Hey there, thanks for tuning in. I am going to take you along with me as I package up everything that sold over the weekend and get it ready to be shipped out. I know that when we were starting out, figuring out what to ship everything in was really daunting. And so I'm hoping with this video, it can help it feel a little less overwhelming or daunting for you if you're just starting out. And we are by no means experts at this, but I'll share what has worked for us. If you have different techniques that you love, we're always looking to improve our system and be more efficient. So let me know in the comments if you have a better system that you love, but this is what works for us. So hopefully this will help you out a little bit if you're just getting started. These poly mailers are one of our definite go-tos. We package up most of our clothing items in these, and I'll link below a lot of these shipping supplies that we love. I already packaged some of the clothing up that we sold. This is a North Face fleece jacket. It sold for $27.99 plus shipping. We have this cool pullover that also sold, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Next up is this LSU jersey. This sold for $17.49 plus shipping. And again, clothing pieces are super easy to ship out. You just need a poly bag and stuff it, seal it, and then I like to weigh everything after I stuff them. That way they're easy to input the info when I go to printing out the labels. Also, I make sure and write what the item is so I can keep track of everything. So I'll just write LSU jersey. This is a Wyoming Traders vest. This was picked up for $4. I think we got this at a yard sale this summer, and it sold for $37 plus shipping. And I'm going to put this in a poly bag as well. A lot of times if there are clothing pieces that have, buttons or other hardware, I like to fold the clothing over that just to kind of protect it. Like so. Super easy. And I also have a video going over how to print shipping labels. So I will link that below if you need help figuring out how to get your shipping labels printed out. And then items like this that are a little bit larger, a lot of times I'll just put some tape over the seal, just extra protection and reinforcement. Okay, next up is this cute Disneyland Resort fanny pack belt bag. We picked this up at our local thrift store for $1.50, and it sold for $17.95 plus shipping, and this sold within a couple of days, so that was a really nice flip. So for the fanny pack, I'm going to use a poly mailer, but just to protect the hardware, I'm going to make sure to wrap it really well in bubble wrap. Okay, this Yamaha remote we picked up at a thrift store for 75 cents, and it was listed for a day before it sold. So really quick mover, sold for $11.99 and free shipping. So we love picking up remotes. They're not huge high dollar pieces, obviously, but can make great bread and butter items. So this one I am going to put in a padded envelope. We love these as well, super handy. Just for some extra reinforcement, I'm going to wrap it in bubble wrap. I know there may be some of you that prefer shipping items like this in a small box. So the box will just add extra protection. We've used bubble mailers and haven't really had any issues. Again, as you build your business, you'll find what system works for you. Next is this Hallmark keepsake ornament. We paid $1 for this at a yard sale, and it sold for $15.99 within a day. And this actually sat in our death pile for way too long. We found it the other day and just put it up because Christmas is coming up. And I'm glad we did because it sold. We don't sell ornaments all the time because they can be hit or miss for us, but This one did great. So for this one, we are just going to use a recycled box from Amazon. We love to save our boxes from Amazon. And I'm just going to wrap it in some bubble wrap and then use some packing paper to protect it and keep it from shifting in the box. Definitely bubble wrap and packing paper are some must-haves as far as shipping supplies go for us. So like so, shouldn't shift around much and should be nice and protected. I can't find my tape. Here it is. And we have a quarterly coupon with our eBay store. So that's why we use the eBay tape. I know everyone has their preference whether to use branded packaging material or not, but since we have the coupon, we just use tape from eBay because, you know, that way our coupon doesn't go to waste. Oop, I need to write what this is so I don't forget. Next up is this Billabong hat. We picked it up for 50 cents. It actually came in a big lot of items that we purchased at a yard sale. And so we listed it for 10 bucks, free shipping. This isn't something we would normally pick up, but because it was part of the lot, we just threw it up on our store and thankfully it did sell. Now for hats, we like to put them in this plastic. I think this one is 10 by 15 if I remember correctly. And this just keeps it nice and safe from moisture and whatnot while it is shipping. And then we love these boxes. They are super handy. This is also from eBay with our quarterly coupon, and they're the 8x8x8 box. We find that these fit hats really well. And so yeah, we love to use this for shipping out our hats. And it comes in handy for lots of other items as well. And it is a little bit on the large side, so you probably could get away with a slightly smaller box for shipping hats. But this is just such a versatile box for us that we just love to use this size. Are these cute Ugg boots. These were $8 at a thrift store, and then they sold for $35 plus $10.95 shipping. And we are going to ship it in this priority mailbox. If we had a generic box, we would probably ship these Grand Advantage. It might be a little bit cheaper, but this is what we have on hand at the moment today. So we're going to ship with this priority mailbox. And just a heads up, if you're just starting out, you can go online to USPS and create a free account and order free shipping supplies. Well, you can order free priority mail shipping supplies. And these can come in really handy. I talked about this a little bit more in my shipping video, so check that out. These are the shoe boxes, and these are super handy. They fit shoes perfectly. This is also a super versatile box. We use this a lot, not just for shoes. So definitely one that I recommend. Now when I'm shipping shoes, I like to protect both ends. I just put a piece of bubble wrap in the bottom, and on the top, that just keeps them from getting scuffed. And I also like to wrap the shoes in bubble wrap as well. I'd say shoes and hats are probably my favorite items to sell. They're just so easy to photograph and ship. But I know everyone has their preference. Let me know what you love shipping or what you love selling the most. Now the final item, and this was probably our best sale of the weekend, were these Patagonia pants, like ski pants, snowboard pants. We picked them up at a thrift store for, let's see, $10, and they sold for $150 plus $9.99 shipping. We were super excited to find these. So with these, since these are a higher dollar item, we're going to ship them in a box just for a little bit extra protection, and it just looks a little nicer. You know, they're spending close to $200, so we are going to ship this one in a box for that reason. They probably could fit in a poly mailer just fine, but with higher dollar items, we just like to take a little extra care in shipping. So here is the 8x8x8 box again. Like I mentioned, we use this a lot. And I'm just going to kind of fold these over again, over the pieces of hardware, the buttons and zippers for some protection. And you know what? I'm actually going to put these in a poly bag and then put them in the box. Just again, extra protection. Take some extra care since this is a higher dollar item. And this will ship Ground Advantage. And the nice thing with that is that there is up to $100 of insurance and you can purchase more. So these will have some insurance on them if they were to get lost or damaged in transit. As you can see, it probably could go in a poly bag just fine, but I'm going to put it in a box if it will fit. And there you have it. We are ready to ship all of these out. Like I mentioned, next we will weigh everything, measure, input that, and then print out the shipping labels, and we're good to go. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I packaged up these items. Hopefully it helped it feel a little less daunting for you if you are just getting into this and trying to figure out how to ship everything out. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.